two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First play from scrimmage, Newton going to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. The Jaguars 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Here's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Again, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Newton. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Now the fan favorite, this is Carson Steele.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. That's complete. Roma Dunze.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Ritter.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. He finds his man, complete. That's Steele. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Running right, here's Steele. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Ritter to throw it. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. On to give it Steele. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On 1st down, here's Steele. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Ritter now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Out of the gun, Newton. And Thomas has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Newton throwing again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Newton now to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Now Newton. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Their mobile quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even? They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Steele once more.
And he stopped immediately there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter.
And incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking long for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Wow, that is incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Again, Newton to keep it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Rome Odunze, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are back within a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now Newton. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jags get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and there's rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. 19-18.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 28-yard line.
Now it's Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing is Newton. They'll roll him out right. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie.
Oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Raiders have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
They get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Now he's free at the 35.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Back to throw, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go. Go.
To the air again, Newton. Thomas brings it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
At their own 30-yard line. Ready up.
Perry on the move to the right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. 2nd down and 4. They'll try the left side with Steele.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Throwing here, Newton.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Newton. Flush to his right. And Thomas has it.
Down inside the 10.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up.